Okay, it's not that easy to. Hold on. It's not that easy to do these live streams as I thought it is, because just the exhaustion hits. Maybe I should change the day I do them, but I don't think I should, because I have a song coming that's dedicated to the live streams. I hope I can debut it. Okay, I'm not gonna say more. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm not sure how long this is gonna be. I might mess around with the time length for these streams. But as you guys see, each live stream now. Let me go a bit higher. Each live stream now has timestamps. If you go, you might look below right now. There could be timestamps present on this video at the very moment right now. I had a friend show me, give me that idea, so I put it into practice, and I think it looks great. I think even for me, when I was rewatching some of the streams, it's such a great addition. Actually, it makes it so much more engaging and breaks down the just the short attention span I myself sometimes have. Makes it more fun to just watch the videos or the live streams. Actually, they're not videos. The chat is live, so if you chat, I should be able to see you. Yeah. So in this live stream, I want to talk about perfection. Because with each week, I'm trying to hit like a deep topic, and then sometimes just do something else. But with this one, the cables are back. We will talk about perfection, okay? So since this is more like a podcast with the live chat giving me ideas, what is perfection to you guys, right? Think about it. Actually reflect on what perfection is. I've done it. I've spent 2 years thinking about what perfection is. It's such a vast idea and concept, perfection. Because there's a saying, and the saying goes that beauty is in the eye or eyes of the beholder, the eye. The eye refers to you, right? I, that this is me. So again, the beholder. So, sorry. So again, everyone has a different concept of beauty and perfection. So imagine you're looking at a piece of music or a piece of art, or even at a very nice natural landscape, nature. This can be anything. Just imagine the one thing that you find perfect. I'll try to do it as well. Yeah. Again, you can think of all the things that make that concept or idea or item, image, attractive to you, because that's what it is. Beauty is attraction. Perfection would also be attractive, because I don't think something that's not worthy of beauty would be perfect, right? So again, this isn't controversial or anything, because it's just an idea and I don't hold on to it. I think holding on to any idea, like dying on a hill for it, is really, really silly. You shouldn't. It's not like I'm trying to tell you what to do. What I try to do is keep an open mind. So whenever new information arises, you can change your mind or fine-tune whatever information you have now to your vision or the idea that you have of that concept or thingy, right? So when it comes to perfection, think about it this way. I'll give you an example. For me, perfection, let's say I'm working on a song and I deem it perfect. Why do I deem it perfect? Is it because it's finished? What makes it feel finished? Is it the sound? Is it the polish? Is it the idea it has? The lyrics, right? Again, someone else who looks at it might think it's not perfect. It's far from perfection because they see the little puzzle pieces that are missing. So again, whose vision is the perfect one, right? Would it be the artist creating that thing? Would it be the listener, viewer of the art piece, if it's a piece of art, like a drawing, picture? Again, when you look at something that someone else made, you might deem it perfect because you like their vision for it. You just like how they approach it, their art style, sound style, just the way they approach laying an idea down through lyrics, even as a poem. You know, poetry is also art. I love that concept of perfection because, again, when you are trying to create something perfect, let's say with all the knowledge you have today, the abilities and skills, you create something that you deem perfect. Where did that come from? Years of practice? Years of learning? Right? In a year, or in 5 years, in 10 years, when you do look at that same thing that you deemed perfect back then, in this current time, will it still be perfect? Because now that you've attained more knowledge, you've improved your skills, you're capable of crafting something that is even better. So perfection is actually something that is stuck in a point in time, I believe. You know, you look at it and it showcases your ability at that time, at that point in time. Why? Because as a human, I believe you're constantly meant to evolve. Whether it's art you're working on, even work, even if you work a regular job, there's nothing bad with that. I don't know why people look at it as a bad thing. Like, it all serves a function, right? Becoming better at your job, at the work, at the art you create, it is all a form of art. It really is. When you have someone who's starting out and someone who's apparently attained mastery, if that's even possible to reach mastery and be at a point where you know everything, right? It's like you're constantly learning, you're constantly evolving, you're constantly adapting to new trends, to new technology, to new information, to a lot of things. That's why I love the whole concept of perfection, because it really is very, I've said it before, but I do believe it's very complicated. And at the same time, it really does, it's unique to you, whatever you deem perfect. Like, imagine this. I don't know if you, the listener, you've ever fallen in love, right? You can be with someone and you will love every single part of them. The way they look, the way they act, the way they dress, everything. And meanwhile, that person hates everything about themselves. Can you imagine that? Maybe you've been there. But that's such a strange concept that someone finds perfection while the other person doesn't. Especially in something like another person. That whole idea is crazy to me. Because imagine I've seen this before where people create something and they don't think it's perfect. They don't think it's good. And meanwhile, someone else loves it. I've seen it myself. I've seen a lot of people make music that they despise, and I loved it. And it's just so strange that it's like, again, that point of perfection was very different and strange. I'm trying to think of another thing what perfection might be. It's in the eyes of the beholder. So again, everyone has a different taste. Everyone likes different things. You know, we all tend to like similar things, but everyone has their own unique taste, whether it be color, whether it be shape, whether it be, well, you get where I'm going with this, like. So again, isn't it mad though? Like, if you have an artist, I'm sorry if I'm making examples that constantly, are directed to musical topics, but, well, this is a musical channel. Come on. Imagine you have a band or an artist and they have a lot of albums. I have that with one band especially. I love all of their works. And it's like the fan base, you know how the fan base is always split. And then they split because they all like a different album in specific. Makes you wonder, do you like it because of the sound, the way it looks, the way it feels? Or do you like it because of nostalgia, right? Do you only deem it perfect because it reminds you of a certain point in time? That is also very interesting as an idea. Essentially, also, I don't believe it's possible to reach actual perfection. The reason for that is, in whose eyes, right? In whose eyes? That's the question. When you ask yourself so many questions about this one thing, perfection, oh my God, I'm just ranting about just talking about like an idea. Like, what about the opposite, imperfection? That's actually interesting. What makes something imperfect? Because it'll give you the answer to what perfection means. I use this a lot. If you do not know what to do, know what not to do. Because when you eliminate all the bad options, you get closer to the good one. Like, imagine this. Those are all your options. It's a very wide selection of things you can do. And when you know what not to do, it narrows down to the point where you might actually only end up with one thing. In some cases, imperfection though. And again, in whose eyes, right? Who deems it imperfect? Because again, you might have someone who's a hater, and when they see something, it just shatters their entire ego, their entire worldview, their entire personality. So to them, it'll be imperfect no matter what. To you, it might be. Imperfection-wise, it's missing something because it's not full, right? If it was perfect, every jigsaw piece would be present. But if it's imperfect, something's missing. And what's missing? And to who? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to like make this so mysterious the way I'm talking, but I'm coughing out here. Yeah. And again, let's tie it up to that big, scary, big thing. AI, right? It's not scary. Or it's just not. Okay. Is AI perfect? Right, you can listen to a song made by AI. Everything will be on time. All the vocals will be perfect, pitch perfect. the artwork for that song will be symmetrical. All the colors will be there. Like, it's all there. The way it should be. What should it be? Right? You'd still rather listen to a human artist. You would still rather go to an art gallery that displays paintings by real artists that were hand drawn using real paint. Why? Because of the imperfection. So, is it possible that two polar opposites actually work with each other? Where nothing that's perfect is ever truly perfect because it's imperfect to other people. And something that's imperfect is actually perfect. Because we like when things aren't like, isn't it like a bit of a uncanny valley feeling if there's no issue with something where it's all perfect? Like, imagine getting like a brand new phone and you open it, there's no scratches on it. The screen still doesn't have any scratches. It still hasn't fallen yet, so the screen hasn't cracked. And then, you look at it and you're like, when will that first scratch come? And then, the scratches come and you don't even know which one's the first scratch. You weren't paying attention. It's just there. Like, imagine it's even like your body. You know how people get tattoos, piercings, scars. It's like, it all has meaning in a way because it all tells a story. So every imperfection tells a story. And yet again, everything that's imperfect is perfect to someone else. That's it. I'm trying to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into what perfection is. But I'm struggling to, I'll be honest. I'm struggling to. Think about this as well. Let's say you pick up like an old instrument that you know has been used a lot by an artist. Let's say it's a very famous musician in this case. And they have a guitar that they've used throughout like a whole world tour. Multiple world tours. And it accumulates scratches, dents. It's not shiny anymore either. It's a bit rusty in some parts. But you will look at it and deem it perfect because it tells a story. Every concert it played, every note it played was part of something. It was somewhere. So again, imperfection is perfection, right? Like, I'm loving this. I'm just loving this because I feel like it's like that with everything. Every concept that you try to approach. I'm very tired, so it's very hard for me to think of it. I shouldn't be doing this while I'm tired as well because I'm getting certain nice points across here. Like, I really am. But I feel like it could always be better. And maybe that's where I'm trying to reach perfection. With something that, by trying to have it be perfect, it's not authentic. It's less authentic than it is at the moment. I'm not. Imagine if I did pull up like fucking makeup so I don't have like bags under my eyes if I even know. And I'm like, okay guys, let's talk about perfection. All my notes are here. Let me read them out for you. Let's read them. Come on, let's go. No. I like just raw dogging it here with no notes. I was thinking of writing notes. And then I'm like, It's only a little ramble, a little chat, a little yap sesh. So, we're out here like this. Like, I was even thinking about it. What? I was even thinking about it. Don't know what that means. I'll show you this. Check this out. Maybe the reason I'm talking about perfection is because of this, right? I made new artist cards. This is what I have. It's not. It's mirrored. I don't even have a mirror. Really? Yeah, I don't have a mirror to even show you. Okay, so check this out. Look at this. Do you see the problem? It's not centered. It's not centered. I didn't mean to do that. It's not centered, right? It's off on this side. It's sliding to one side, and then when you go on the back, oh my god, it's also sliding out here. But what can be done? I could probably email them and get like a brand new copy and be like, guys, you had one job. Well, it's a couple more jobs. You had to print it. I designed it, but all you had to do was print it. All you had to do was print it, cut it out, and send it. You messed it up. Can I get 50 more for free? But then again, listen, imperfection. Yo, it actually annoys me when it doesn't annoy me. But when I look at it, I'm just like, why? It could have been nice. It's already nice. I mean, to the average person, I don't think it even matters. Like, it's like, hi, can I interest you in some good music? Let me know. Oh my god, cringe, man. Yeah. Anyways, maybe that's where it's stemming from, the perfection thing, where I'm like, oh come on, like, it looks like I'm literally trying to buy the time, get more time going here. Maybe I am, but also my phone has a green dot on the screen. I'm not sure if that's a dead pixel or if that's just. Also, there's no chat. There's chat though. I think this might be it. Sorry. I think this might be it because I just wanted to hop on here with the whole perfection topic because I was thinking of topics. I have my book. Yo, I'll show you the book. Oh my god, this book, man. Can you see this? This is my hand. It's fucking massive. And the pages. This is just a Bible, bro. I'm not even kidding. This actually is a Bible. Not an actual Bible. Just... Oh my god. Let's read a chapter. Oh my god. Look at this. I actually found my old thingy here. I used it as my bookmark. Yo, that's actually mad. That's actually mad. Oh my god. And the back. I'm actually not sure which one's better. Hold on. Let's quickly compare this. Oh, fuck, bro. Yo, that was an L. This is the second time I've had a fail on stream. Oh my god. If you don't count the microphone ones, there's also that. Like, first of all, they're the same size. This is the front. We kept the lemon thing, but yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Oh my god. Actually, this one looks a bit better on this side. I can always fix it. I just have to give away the 50 of them that I ordered. The back. Maybe having multiple business cards works. I don't see why I wouldn't. Okay. Let's just read the chapter that I was on. Why not? So let's see. We're looking at lesson number 4. So I'm assuming that this has. Oh, hold on. There's another bookmark on the page I was actually reading. So I was going through two different. Yeah, there's a lot of things in this book. I mentioned this book before. There's like a section for just reading the book. Then there's for students, and then for teachers. If you want to teach this, if you want to be a preacher, then you can preach this book. And it actually is a good book. Okay. I think these are just lessons that you can take every day, because I'm on lesson 4 out here. Okay, interesting. Okay. So it's about thoughts, and let's just read it. Lesson 4. These thoughts do not mean anything. They are like the things I see in this room, on this street. Oh, actually, I did this before. I did this lesson before, so we're on lesson 5. Here it is. I am never upset for the reason I think. Number 1. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Applied specifically, sorry, I have to move my lips. Applied specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true, however, until you learn that form does not matter. Each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step, and ultimately recognizing they are all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at myself for the reason I think. I am not afraid of myself for the reason I think, right? This is very true, right? Because there's usually a deeper reason for something that you're angry at. Like, if you're angry at a situation that happened, you might think this is like, if you fucking trip. If I just tripped over like I did a couple minutes ago, I wouldn't be angry at myself for tripping because I tripped. There's a deeper reason. It's like, oh, I wouldn't do this well. I'll be like, oh my God, I slipped. I tripped on a stream. Like, that's so embarrassing. Oh my God. But what is the actual reason, if you don't even think about it? I would be mad at myself that for the second time, I'm not good at managing cables. But the cable's right here between my legs, and I just, oh, let me get this business card, and I tripped. That's the deeper reason. It's just not being ready when you should have been ready. Making a small mistake that you should have foreseen. That's what it would be for me. Create your own example and dive into it. It's really fun doing this mental work. It really does help you, you might say, evolve, or just raise your consciousness. Alright, but again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it harder to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to proceed the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. That's also another thing, the book dives into it earlier. Do not put things on a scale. Every good thing is a good thing. Obviously, there's a difference between receiving €10 and €100. One's like 10 times more, but they are both positives. It helps you stay grounded when you do not look at it as like, oh, I got this, and I didn't get. You start comparing, because the next time after you get 100, and you somehow get a 50, you're going to be mad. You're going to be angry because you already set the standard. Why is it not another 100? Why is it only 50? Bro, you started with a 10. Now you're at 100 and you're complaining you went down to 50. You should be grateful you even got that 50. That's literally what the book dives into. Staying grounded. Not looking at any win as too much of a win, and not looking at a loss as too much of a loss. You bounce back, you keep going, right? So they are all equally disturbing, and they are all equally satisfying, you might just say. Then, examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this. I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purpose of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same, because they're all equal, bro. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you. Regardless of the relative importance you may give them, apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are, I am not worried about tomorrow for the reason I think. I am not depressed about tomorrow for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. Like, I know these are exercises, but I feel like doing it once, like with a thing that actually really bothers you. This is self-psychology, self-therapy. Obviously, not saying don't go to a therapist. Sometimes you should. But I find that just reading this book helps a lot with so many things, and then you can apply it to different things. When you tell the truth, when you live and act from a place of authenticity, you rarely have to worry about things coming at you, because a narcissist or a liar lies so much that they people different stories. They tell people different stories. I'm not sure if I said a word there. So what ends up happening is you end up creating, I've seen Jordan Peterson say this before, not saying, let's just let it slide who said it, but he said it, that when you lie, you create a different reality. You cast the spell of illusion, right? This is not what happened. You create something else. So now you have to keep the charm going, right? You have to keep people entranced in that stupid fucking spell, because it's a word, a bunch of words put together. You have to keep people enchanted. So now you have to keep going along with the thing too, along with the lie, because you have to put it on yourself too. So what happens if you start mixing it up? Because now instead of telling one person, you're telling 5, you're telling 10, you're telling 100. Right? What ends up happening now is people can see right through it. Right? So that's why telling the truth, what the Bible teaches you, tell the truth. You do not have to worry about lies or things coming to bite you. Because if you are a good person and you act like a good person, you're not faking it. You're not putting another illusion out there. People will look at you and be like, yeah, I can see that. I can understand that. And again, your character stands the test of time. So people will be like, yeah, I don't see that person doing that thing. So then again, this is just, I forgot where I was going with this. What the fuck? I was just spitting. Oh my God. Yeah, tell the truth. Be authentic. Because again, with so many influencers that just cap, yo, I know that Lambo you drive, bro. I know that shit is rented. Like, I know that ain't real. What the fuck? Like, do you know it ain't real? Do you know it's rented? Oh my God, man. I'm not even gonna go into this, because this is not for YouTube what I was gonna dive into, but it's just, you know, it goes into materialism. You know, some people see someone drive a thing and they're like, oh my God, he must be, right? You have that. Oh my God, I keep forgetting this is like whatever. Yeah, you probably know what I meant, like, and yeah, just materialism. I despise it, man. I like collecting things, I do, but when you put worth on things, Like someone has to have this, that, to be worthy of something, to have a lot of something. Oh my God. How is that godly in any way? You know what I mean? You're going to leave this place with nothing. It all stays behind. The only thing you'll leave with is the character you've built up throughout the years. All the lessons you went through. The impact you've had on other people's lives as well. That's true authenticity. That's what it is. And I believe that'll be it. Yeah. You know, we should do these lessons every week. I don't see why not. It's kind of cool. I would even read this whole book on these live streams. I might just read it and just yap about it. Just because I think it's really cool. But let's do another 5 minutes. I'll just dive into the lesson we covered. And something is upsetting you because it says, I am not worried about tomorrow for the reason I think. Replace the word tomorrow for whatever you want. I am not worried about this for the reason that I think. It's usually deeper, right? It might be because there's something deeper with the thing, or it might be something deeper with yourself. It might be because, like, let's say you have a thing that's going on tomorrow and you're very stressed about it. Are you stressed about it because that thing might be unpredictable? Something else might come up about it that's out of your control? Are you worried about your own skills and abilities to meet it? And do you understand what I mean when I say meet it? There's a certain point where whatever you're meeting, sorry about the clicks, there's a certain level or point that whatever the thing might be, that you have to reach it at the level of where you overcome it and you're successful, or the thing overcomes you and it's deemed a failure. Yo, that was a speaker. Why did it have to do that? Every time I'm on a roll. So that's what I mean. What are you worried about? The thing or yourself? Because you're always in control of your own emotions, your own reactions. You should never have your emotions control your reaction. Never. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you had a good time. Yo, I literally did not think we can reach 38 minutes, but we did. So thank you so much for watching. I will catch up with the streams. Sorry for not doing one last week. I had a lot of things to do. And the next one, if I manage to get it going, it'll be the best one yet. So thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next one.